Hello, my name is Bethany Patterson. I'm a second year doctoral student in the Educational Psychology and Technology program here at the Chicago School of Professional Psychology. My program evaluation is on augmented reality and using this technology in higher education. AR has the potential to promote interactive experiences inside the classroom. The NMC Horizon Report in 2018, in its Higher Education edition, identifies AR as an emerging technology which are having a significant impact on learning and teaching in the university. AR has been used within higher education within initial teacher training. It provides future teachers to carry out activities to build the proper acquisition of teaching skills they need to possess. This evaluation would address if augmented reality creates an impact such as improving test scores and an improving teacher and student social validity. I would be an internal evaluator, as I would be the one that would conduct and examine the evaluations. I would also be in the organization and I would lead the evaluations. This evaluation would be using AR curriculum in higher education for training future educators. Stakeholders are all individuals who have an interest in the program that is to be evaluated. This evaluation stakeholders would be the students, the professors, the university, and the educational community. Other stakeholders that would need to be considered is AR companies, AR curriculum companies, and software companies. The students' needs and interests are their growth within the course using AR curriculum. The faculty's needs and interests are using the best and current methods of AR to provide a curriculum that works best for their field and the students. The university's needs are providing the best education and practices for their students and the field of education. And then the education community's need and interests are using the best practices and are up to date with their teaching methods. According to Van Creelan, AR system combines the alignment of real objects with virtual ones in real environment and is implemented interactively in real time in 3 dimensions. AR has been gaining popularity very fast and sparking great interest in the educational contexts, yet it's not widely used in higher education. Searle stated in 2018 that AR is such a technology that offers a new educational approach to help learners develop critical capacity and deeper understandings of the concepts underlining the scientific investigation. Technology is important within educational learning. It is the growing importance of the new technologies and its usage, creating new learning environments and implementing of new platforms. It's important as researchers and educators that we continue to look for best practices, best technology, and best education curriculums to our students. Throughout numerous studies, AR has shown how important this tool is within education. AR is a powerful educational tool and can result in less time in training and less time to master, according to Godone in 2018. Saez in 2020 found that AR showed significant improvements and advantages in creativity, collaboration, communication, motivation, and innovation. According to Sapone in 2016, the students who used AR were more focused on the assignments and AR helped them understand better. The students expressed extra motivation when they had AR. And according to Godone in 2019, content with AR can be individualized and specifically personalized. It is perceived through this research that AR is an important and beneficial tool for both teachers and students. Within this evaluation, there are 4 main purposes for this study. To examine AR curriculum with the students' test scores, to examine students' social validity of the AR curriculum, to examine faculty's social validity of AR curriculum, and also to examine faculty training and AR curriculum designs to see if it correlates with the faculty's social validity. There are also 4 questions. Does AR curriculum provide increase in student test scores? Does AR curriculum have an increased social validity? Does AR curriculum have an increased social validity with teachers? And does faculty training and AR curriculum design increase social validity? These questions are important because if AR is an important tool for higher education, then we in the education field need to understand if AR does improve learning and if it is a welcome tool for students and teachers. This evaluation will be doing a summative evaluation and outcome evaluation. So the best method to research test scores is through quantitative methods, through numeric data such as quizzes, pre and post tests, and end of the year grades. While the best method to research social validity is through qualitative methods, through non-numeric data such as interviews, questionnaires, and focus groups. So due to the need for both quantitative and qualitative method, this program evaluation will be a mixed method approach. This method will be used to combine qualitative and quantitative researcher complements to strengthen the study. This study will be using triangulation design, which quantitative and qualitative methods will have be doing during the same time frame and have equal weight. With mixed method approach, it incorporates both quantitative and qualitative elements. So this balanced data collection and analysis, there's cost mitigation, and effectively gathers large amounts of data. Mixed methods can also account for a broad range of variables, questions, and hypotheses. So some of the weaknesses in one method can be compensated by the other method. And some disadvantages of mixed methods are that the data sets can be very overwhelming to the reader. There can be researcher bias. It can be very time consuming and expensive. It's very complex. The researcher experiences may be limited. Researcher intensity and risk in conflicting researcher findings between qualitative and quantitative. So the location, there is actually a specific location. It would be in the classroom at the university for the use of the AR curriculum, as well as the pre and post tests and the weekly quizzes and questionnaires. The surveys and interviews would be conducted both in the classroom, but also it can be conducted within the professor's office. The duration of the program is an 8-week duration. That is how long the course is. And the 8 weeks are the entirety of the accelerated education course for the undergraduates. Participants would be from the higher education students. From the education department, students would have to be enrolled in the classroom management class. Faculty would have to be teaching within the education department. Faculty would also have to have experience with AR technology, as well as creating AR curriculum for at least 1 year. Both students and faculty would be recruited by the education department, both by their students and faculty emails, flyers in the university, and the educational department's website. Some research that will be needed are, some resources that would be needed are the AR goggles, the curriculum, the interview questions, the weekly questionnaires, and the weekly exams. There would also have to be the interview questions as well. The activities will be pre and post tests, interviews, both at 4 and 8 weeks to check social validity, and then the questionnaires and exams at the end of each week. Due to the activities, we will get immediately results of the social validity of the staff and students. We will also be able to get the post-test, which shows an increase or decrease in the scores compared to the pre-test. The overall long-term program benefits will be if AR technology provides and impact to higher education learning, both with the test scores and with social validity. For the data sources, for the first question, does AR curriculum provide increase in student test scores? The data sources will be numeric data of tests and quizzes, which is a quantitative method. For the second question, does AR curriculum have an increased social validity with students? The data sources will be using non-numeric and qualitative data sources of interviews and questionnaires. For the third question, does AR curriculum have an increased social validity with teachers? The data sources will be a non-numeric and qualitative data of interviews and questionnaires. And for the fourth question, does the faculty training on AR and AR curriculum design increase social validity? Data sources will be interviews and questionnaires with a non-numeric and qualitative method. These are the steps for data collection. First step will be that half of the faculty will have specific AR training and resources given to them 2 weeks prior to the course. The other half of faculty will not receive any training supports from the university. Step 2 will be that the students on the first day of class will have a pre-test. This test will be a baseline for knowledge on the curriculum. Step 3, at the end of every week, students will receive a questionnaire about AR and the curriculum. Faculty will also receive a questionnaire on teaching with AR in the curriculum. Concurrently, I would also have the students take a quiz at the end of every week on the curriculum that was covered that week. Step 4, at week 4 of the 8-week course, students will be interviewed on the social validity of the AR systems and AR curriculum. At week 4 of the 8-week course, faculty will also be interviewed on the social validity of the AR systems and AR curriculum. Step 5, at week 8 of the course, students will be interviewed on the social validity of the AR systems and AR curriculum. And at 8 weeks, the course faculty will be interviewed on the social validity of the AR systems and the AR curriculum. Step 6, the last day of class, students will take a post-test to analyze against the pre-tests. For data analysis, the post-test scores will be compared to the pre-test scores to see if there's any increase in the grades. The researchers will also compare the post-test scores to prior classes who took this course without AR technology. Questionnaires and interviews will be evaluated from the students and grouped and averaged on the questions about AR technology and curriculum. Questionnaires and interviews will also be evaluated from the faculty that were trained in AR, which will be grouped and averaged based on the questions about AR technology and the curriculum. And then questions and interviews will also be evaluated from the faculty that were not trained in AR, which will be grouped and averaged based on the questions and AR technology and curriculum. The questions and interviews results will also be compared between faculty that were trained and faculty that weren't trained to see if those that were trained are more or less in favor of AR technology and curriculum within higher education. The evaluation would have a written report, a presentation, and a website in order to provide the findings to all of the stakeholders. The written report would have a summary, a full description of the program, the procedures and methodology, the findings with data visuals, my recommendations, and any additional notes. This written report would be free of jargon and use pleasingly verbal quality. We'll guide the reading, use illustrations or graphic data visuals when appropriate, and be focused on the potential stakeholders. The written report would be for stakeholders to have as well. This report would be free of for those in academia and those that would like a replication of the evaluation. And the report would also be in hopes of published in a journal. There also would be a presentation for faculty and staff at the university. This would have the exact same information that the written report would have, but it would be brief. Lastly, the university would provide a link to the research that was conducted on their department website. On this website, they would have a very brief and easy to read outline of the descriptions of the programs, the procedures, the findings with data visuals, and the recommendations. The website would be mostly for students who were involved in the study, as well as any outside of the university stakeholders, such as the AR tech companies, other universities, and other education departments that would like information on this study. And then these are my resources for the presentation. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation and have a great day.